What's going on, guys? I'm MrGoldenGamer, and I make gaming videos that nobody watches. The JAK Beholder Rifle kit for the tier has finally been added into Modern Warfare 3 after 3 weeks of waiting for this thing to finally be in the game. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about how the JAK Beholder Rifle kit actually performs on the tier and what my thoughts are on it. But before we get into that, be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We just hit 650 subscribers and we're on the road to 1,000, so if you like Call of Duty and other FPS games, I'd love to have you on board. Last week on Wednesday, I put up a video explaining just how ridiculous this whole situation with the TYR Aftermarket part was because it had been 3 weeks. Last Wednesday marked the 3-week point in which this was bugged. For 3 weeks. I know that they were on holiday break, and I still do not accept that as an excuse. They should have fixed this before they went on break, or at the very least not leave it in the game bugged for people to grind out challenges for, although not many challenges, but still grind out challenges and expect to get this reward, and then it's just not there, and there's no explanation as to why it's not there. They acknowledged the issue before they went on break, then they just abandoned it for 3 weeks, which to me is unacceptable. But anyway, we're past that. It's finally in the game, and we're finally able to use it, and man, this thing's really fun. I'm honestly happy to finally have my hands on this because it's something different. I am really a fan in Call of Duty of like these goofy guns that you can just use to mess around with from time to time, and that's how I see this JAK Beholder kit on the tier, because this thing is not the meta by any means. It's not even that good as a sniper. It's not bad, but it's not great. But it is really fun to have this as a secondary to pop out and start quick scoping people whenever you want to. It's fun, and I really like that this is such a different gun in this game. It's not very often where we can convert our pistol into a basically pocket sniper rifle, and I really love the idea of it. And now that I've actually gotten to play with it, I've enjoyed it. It's really fun to use. I've hit some crazy shots. I think my longest long shot was actually already shown in this video, and that was on high rise. There was someone on the crane. I think it was like a 94-meter long shot with a pistol secondary weapon, which is absolutely crazy. But one thing I will say about this gun is that it's not fast. You would expect a pistol sniper to like have very good movement. Like you shouldn't be slow with this thing, but when you equip the aftermarket part, it absolutely slows you down a ton. I can run faster with my primary weapons than I can with this thing. So if you're gonna rock this, maybe do the overkill thing where you can have 2 secondaries and then use this as your primary and then have a knife as your secondary so you can get around. I did that quite a bit because honestly, you are really slow with this thing. If you want to use this as a primary, have a knife as your secondary. You're going to really like the fact that you have that ability to move quick whenever you want to. The aftermarket parts and conversion kits in Modern Warfare 3, it's a really cool system and it's a cool concept, but I think some of them just aren't quite strong enough, and this is not one of those aftermarket parts. I think that the JAK Beholder Rifle kit for the tier is fully acceptable. Like, it's not amazing, but it does its job. It's actually worthwhile to put this on. You do get that crazy range boost, and you can one-shot people fairly consistently at mid-range, and it turns it into essentially more of a marksman rifle, but not quite. It's somewhere in between that marksman rifle and like pistol range, but it's still really cool and really fun. And I think some of the aftermarket parts that are in Modern Warfare 3 really need a buff because none of them are really worth using, but this one, I think this one's worth using. It's a good time. If you haven't used this yet, go unlock it if you haven't, and put this on a couple classes and just play Rustment or something, or if they have Meat 24/7, and just try to quickscope people because you're gonna have fun doing it. It's very satisfying to get kills with the JAK Beholder Rifle kit on the tier. So let me know down in the comments below what you think of this conversion kit now that we finally have access to it. I myself really like it. So once again, guys, I'm MrGoldenGamer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.